Good morning, Infinity. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I want to welcome you into the space today. We are getting ready to start Yoga Sunday, so we are encouraging you in this moment to go ahead and grab your mat, grab your water, grab all of your accoutrement that you need for yoga, but most importantly, grab you. Grab yourself, grab your spirit. Grab your energy, grab your friends, tag your people, hit the like button if you are on Facebook, hit the subscribe button if you are on YouTube. Get the mat ready. If you arrived here today and you are ready to make that move on fourth Sunday, as we always do with Yoga Sunday, to encourage yourself, to move yourself through a physical practice that is going to connect your mind, body, and spirit, guess what? You've arrived at the right space. And so we welcome you into the space today, and we let you know that today is fourth Sunday. It is Yoga Sunday. Even if you're watching on the replay, it's Yoga Sunday. So it's time to move. It's time to groove. It's time to get together. Drop into the box. Say hello. Tell us something that you're grateful for. Let us know where you're doing yoga from, and let us know that you're there with your families and everybody is ready for an awesome Yoga Sunday. Y'all, this is Reverend Jeff, and I'll see you in a minute. Let's get going. Welcome to Infinity. As we are gathered here in the space today, I welcome you wherever you are to say good morning, to say hello, and we're going to do that in a timely fashion. For right now, I want to say good morning, Infinity. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, and I am the Chief Spiritual Officer here at the Infinity Fellowship, and we are gathered here today to begin our fourth Sunday service, which is Yoga Sunday. Every single fourth Sunday for the last almost 8 years. Can you believe it? We have incorporated the physical body into the mind and spirit space, and that's what we call #Yoga Sunday. So we're so happy to have you with us today. We're going to say hello in a minute. Before we begin, we're just going to encourage you to slow your breath down wherever you are. Pause in the world. If you're organizing the kids on their yoga mats, if you're organizing yourself, wherever you are, just pause. You could even stand if you're in the corner getting your water bottle. Pause with the rest of the people around the world who are enjoying Yoga Sunday right now. Take a deep breath. Exhale and release it into the atmosphere. Give me another deep breath here. Really fill up those lungs. Exhale, let it all go and flow. One more good deep breath here. Hold that breath. Close those eyes. Feel the energy in lungs. Exhale, release. And go ahead and bow your head. Tune your energy into the God of your acceptance and understanding. This God energy, this divine source, this universal life, this universe, this connectivity. If it has a name for you, then it has a name. If it doesn't have a name, but you just know this is what animates this earth suit of yours, tune into it right now as we feel the divine love coming and emanating from without within and from within without. Continue to breathe deeply. As I am honored and privileged to speak to that source, in that energy, in this space, on your behalf. All wise and all knowing, loving God, divine source, spirit of all creation, Mother and Father God, we speak right now boldly and yet humbly in your presence, recognizing that we are simply aware and acknowledging in this moment that you always are here with us. You are in our hearts, you are in our spirits, you are in our bodies today, and we are grateful. We recognize in this holy space that you are recognized and perceived by many different names across many different cultures, and yet you're known by one divine energy. And we speak to that divine energy now in gratitude. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for last night's lying down. Thank you for the gift of family. Thank you for the gift of community. Thank you for being in our right minds. We speak this gratitude to open a door for more abundant flow in our lives today. And so there are those out there who are seeking healing. I speak specifically for them right now. For those who are lifting the clouds in their lives, for those who are working through the storms, I speak that the recognition come into their consciousness now that no matter how dark the skies may be, just above them the sun is always shining. And so we speak to that recognition that everything becomes perception. In the space of perception, we embrace the divine truth, and that is that all things are working together for the good. So we speak love and we send love today to those who are in need of it. We speak from a space of overflow. This is the year of attainment. We live in the overflow today. We embrace the overflow today. To those who are newcomers who've never seen a mat before, we speak that their body will embrace this practice that will improve and connect their mind and spirit. For those who have been doing yoga for years, we speak that their practice will continue to evolve and that we reach that space of stillness and understanding that teaches us to be grateful for these bodies we exist in. And we thank you for this divine earth suit, this body temple that is holding our true essence. We speak that something is said or shared in today, in this service, in this moment, that reminds someone who may have forgotten in their mental space that you are always here for us and you are always with us. For these and other things we cannot put into words, we simply say, we thank you. And so it is. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. And so it is. In recognition of those who have come before, we stand here at the altar at the Infinity Center in the room we call the Infinity Room. And this altar represents the four elements of fire, water, air, and earth. Represents the holy space that brings us all together from all crossroads. We stand here and we pour this water today because water represents the living. We pour into the earth because it represents what happens to these earth suits when we can no longer use them. There will come a time when this physical body just can't hold all you truly are. And when that transition from life into life after life occurs, we speak that you live so much in purpose that those who are still remaining will continue to call your name and to remember your stories. And the beginning point of that journey is recognizing those who have transitioned into the space of life after life. So I invite you in this moment to embrace the stillness of memory, to think about those in your family who have transitioned from this earthly space onto the heavenly plane, and go ahead and begin to soak them into your consciousness. That recognition that we didn't get here all by ourselves, but because we're standing on the shoulders of great people. Now, I didn't say we stand on the shoulders of perfect people, because nobody lives the life of perceived perfection according to the world. And yet they did their job, which was to get you and me here. And now we're here. And because we're in it to win it. And so we pour the water today and we say the word Ashe, which means essence, which means life, which means a proclamation of and so it is. Oh, what a cosmic word to use. When you hear us say that here at Infinity, that's what we're talking about, bringing the roads together. So we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house of spirit, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty, Mother, Father, God, Divine Source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity, Ashe. We pour today according to traditions of six and directions bound together by a seventh. We pour to the energy of the north, Ashe, where we find our sense of focus and direction. To the energies of the south, Ashe, where we find our remembrance of who we truly are, embracing ourselves and loving ourselves, regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of the color of the countries we come from. We're all together in this space of ground. And we pour to the energies of the rising sun in the east, Ashe. We pour to the energies of the setting sun and the rising lunar cycle, that divine feminine energy of the west, Ashe. We pour to the ground below us, where we stay rooted in who we are, so that we can give other people permission to be rooted in who they are. Ashe. To the skies above us, that space of our dreams, that focus point where our minds can wander and wonder, and we can bring those dreams into reality from that space. Ashe. And to the seventh direction, the space that brings it all together at an intersection, the space of the heart today. We speak this energy into the world of recognition and thanksgiving. Ashe. And now we ask that you list your ancestor's name in the chat, or you call their names aloud as we pour these next few pours of water with you. Hayward and Catherine. Finally, we pour to the children in the world, the children in the womb, and yet unborn. And we say together, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. It is so, and it is done. Good morning, Infinity. I'm seeing some folks in the chat box today, y'all. Good morning. How y'all doing? It's Yoga Sunday at Infinity Fellowship. I'm Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, and I am so excited that you have joined us today in the space. This is the moment where we express gratitude. So listen, y'all. We're going to be on the mat in a minute, but before we get on the mats, y'all know we handle business. We love to do what we need to do to make sure that we are following this wonderful spiritual ritual, and we are lighting each other's up, and we are making sure that the spirit is speaking to and through us. How do we do that? Well, the first thing we do is generate gratitude. So I challenge you, I dare you to say hello to somebody in the chat today. Right now, say good morning. Let us know where you're beaming in from, where you're broadcasting in from, and then tell us one thing that you are grateful for. Just one thing that you are grateful for. It's how we say good morning. Say good morning. I'm telling you, say good morning. Why? Because in a minute, you're not going to be able to use your thumbs. You're not going to be able to use your phone. You're going to be on a mat. And you're going to be there meditating and getting your space on. And it's going to be awesome. So for right now, take this moment, take this opportunity, take this chance. Say good morning. Give us something that you are grateful for. The song is Good Morning to You. You'll hear it playing in the background. And if you come to Infinity on a regular basis, you know this awesome song. I send a shout out to Brother Reggie for recording this for us so that we can always have him with us in the place and his divine energy. So good morning to you is playing. While we're saying that, and while we're in a space of hearing, when we're in a space of embracing that song and letting it come out, there it is. I want to say that I am grateful for two people today in the space. Grateful for Sister Kenitha. Sister Kenitha is in the house today. She is with me on the mats. She is in the space of affirmation. She is doing a snake boogie on the mat with everybody. And I want to give thanks to Sister Kamaria, who's going to be doing yoga with us today. So it shows you kids can do yoga too. So I am grateful, and we are right here in Nashville, Tennessee, getting ready to see you in person in just a few weeks. So we've got some grateful folks in the house today. Sugar Shy is in the house. Hey, the Lee Him Farm is in the place today. Good to see y'all in the house. Good to see you, Tashana, in the house right there. We see you there in Lindsay, Arizona. We're going to click on a couple of those and show you on the screen. I'm going to let Kai click on, or Daniel click on, whoever's going to click on. We got the young people running the space today. Felina's in the house. Good morning. Checking in from Milwaukee. Grateful for Yoga Sunday and getting back to spiritual practices. Oh, come on, man. Let's get it going. Next up, who we got? Oh, we got Tashana Lindsay in the house. Kanitha and I were just talking about you and Terrell and the girls. Literally just yesterday. We got to give you a call. Good morning, IF family. The Lindsays are here in Arizona. Grateful for another weekend, alive and well. We are grateful as well. Y'all are populating this thing. We're going to have us a great practice today. Christina is in the house. Good morning from Woodbridge, Virginia. Grateful for breath. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say, we got Vaughn. Vaughn is in the house. Vaughn, what's happening? Hey, Infinity family. Good morning from Nashville, Tennessee. Good to see you. We're in the same space. It's a great sunny day in Nashville, Tennessee, isn't it? Oh, I absolutely love it. So wherever the sun is, it's shining on you. And wherever the sun is not, the sun is still there. So we're not going to get distracted by the clouds today, are we? We're in the space today. I see so many people. Scroll up a little bit, y'all. Let me see who checked in early on and said good morning, because I know I saw some new people and some more voices coming in. Yes, Sister Destiny is in the house today. Great to see you. Great to read the ancestors coming in. Destiny Muhammad, West Coast. We got Renee in the house. Good to see your ancestors in the space. We got Leanne in the space there coming in from overseas. We love it. So look, you see you all, Renee, all of them. We see you all coming in. So all the people, all the places, everybody is in the space today. And we want to welcome you to Infinity Fellowship. It's time for our statement of infinitude. Oh, we got one more? Okay, great. Angie Bartlett Treese is in the house. Good morning from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Simply grateful for health and breath. I love it. Let's go to our statement of infinitude. So good morning again, Infinite Streamers. We want to welcome you to the Infinity Experience Online. Oh, I'm so excited. We don't have announcements today, so we just play slides on Yoga Sunday. But you all know, mark your calendar for April 17th. It is Resurrection Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. It is also Restoration Sunday at the Infinity Fellowship, baby. We're going to be in this place in the physical building and in the Infinite Stream. So we really, after 2 years, get to come back together in a safe environment. So I'm looking forward to that. Here at Infinity, especially if you're a first timer, we want you to know that we don't tell you what to call or how to define the God of your own acceptance and understanding. That's a uniquely personal relationship. We encourage it. We give you spiritual practices that allow you to connect to that space. And that's what we're here for. We're here to affirm that connection. Whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us at Infinity say divine source. We'll say God. We'll say universe. We'll say creator. Whatever you call it, just know that that energy was showing off when you were made, because you were made in the image and likeness of God, of all creation, of the universe. You are literally a star. How awesome is that? More on that later. But for right now, it's time for us to speak aloud the core agreements that pull us together at Infinity Fellowship. We call that infinitude. Infinitude is defined in the dictionary as the state or quality of being infinite or having no limit. We have a unique mix of faith traditions here at Infinity where many paths come together as one, but we share spirituality in common. So for us, we have evolved and expanded that term. Infinitude means infinity with An attitude. You hear everybody snapping into place. And that attitude is indeed gratitude. When you operate from a space of gratitude, and that snap that you just heard, whenever we say infinitude and people start snapping, that snap is the actual physical, practical, spiritual practice that has proven to bring fruit in our lives. SNAP is also an acronym. It's on our website. Our website is myif.org. We keep it simple, myif.org. And we encourage you to go to that website at some point and spend some time looking around, seeing what you feel. But SNAP is an acronym, and we're going to put it up on the screen so that you can know exactly what SNAP is. The S is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A, well, it's for action, because we take action on our callings every single day, and we walk in our divine purpose. And finally, the P. The P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful that you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many different names and yet known by only one energy. So I invite you to say aloud with us our statement of infinitude as we bring it up on the screen. Take a deep breath. Let's go. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it, because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so, according to the many ancient words of affirmation that we'll also bring up for you. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. This may be your first time experiencing Infinity Fellowship. If it is, go ahead and type first time in the box. Again, this is one of the last opportunities you're going to have to type in the box today, because we are going to get moving on these mats in a minute. But if it's your first time, we want to welcome you. And if someone types first time, go ahead and shower them with some hearts. Embrace them. We know that many of you type the comments in afterwards when you get a chance to come back and get hold of your hands on for Sunday. And that's great too. But we want you to know that we see you for who you truly are today. We do not see you as a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. That's what it normally is, right? You think, I came to church, I came to Sunday service to have a spiritual experience. It's not like that. It's the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. And so we see you spirit to spirit. We see the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why you are. And even if you're not a first-time visitor, I love this part of the service because it's when I get to tell you and remind you of how awesome and how amazing you are. We deal in this space of infinity with real people, with real experiences, with real love. We know we've been in the virtual space a while, but guess what? Reality is becoming the new virtual, and we're going to get back there. But for right now, I just want you to breathe. Place your hands up to the screen. If you've got people around you in your room with you, if you got your kids, if you got your family and friends, turn to them and look at them. Continue to breathe and feel this energy in the air today. And then repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you, we're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Take this time to get yourself a little dance on. Come on, Smoochie. Come on. Come on. I'm going to make you get on that mat in a minute anyway. Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, hey, come on. Hey, come on. Dance with somebody in your house. Let them know that you love them. Feel the energy in the body. Oh, get it. Come on, Smoochie. Let's get it. Thank you, my man. Thank you, ma'am, for the honor of the dance. Namaste. Y'all better be dancing to that at home. It's all in the space, man. We got 6 in the yoga streets today. I'm loving it, Terrell. We're in the space. St. Kofa's in the house from Detroit. Excellent, sir. Good to have you, St. Kofa Community Church. Let's connect. Come on now. Send us some DMs. Let's connect. Time for our offering. So for those of you who know how we do it at Infinity Fellowship, this is a restorative space. This is a loving space. We put spirituality in action, and one of the actions that we take is our offering. So this is our offer. Look, did y'all hear that? Only at Infinity. We cheer when we give because we give cheerfully. Those of you who have experienced new abundance in your life, those of you who experienced new manifestations in your life, those who have experienced that, you know that it's because you have actively told the universe that you are ready to receive because you give. So you create the giving frequency, and then the universe matches that frequency and showers you with whatever you already have been showered with it. Literally, we talked about this during our phenomenal and manifestation work Sunday last week. We talked about that energy of giving back. Because we're here, we're breathing, we got life, we're on the mats today. So this is where we pause to pour back into our spiritual community, Infinity Fellowship. We pour back in through Cash App, $ Infinity Fellowship. We pour through PayPal, paypal.me/Infinity Fellowship. International PayPal, infinitynashville@gmail.com. And of course, through our mailbox in a secure way here at the Infinity Center, 641 West Nocturne Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37207. Don't worry, we got a slide for you. But for right now, we want to remind you that giving is also about intent. So right now, as you are preparing to give back and to pour back into the ministry today, take a deep breath. Focus your mind and heart around the good. Release all fear that you have, all doubt that you have. Release the spirit of lack. It is not real. What is real is that things are working toward the good. So as you give, I want you to remember that space. We're going to sing a little bit of our song, Everything is Good. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to offer our offertory affirmation. So wherever you are in the globe, as you're pausing and getting your devices ready for giving, we want you to speak aloud in agreement with us our offertory affirmation, and we'll bring it up on the screen. O limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Amen and ashe. As we prepare to give, everything is good. Say it. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. Let's play it, dude. Come on, wherever you are in the world. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. Let me hear you. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on. Everything is good. Say it. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Now that you got it, turn to somebody and say, everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Well, I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on with me. Take it up. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it good. I've got it good. Can you say that? Come on. I got it. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. Last time. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. When I think about all the goodness, I got it good. Awesome, y'all. Doesn't that feel good? I absolutely love it. You ready to get to this? We're going to get to this practice today. It's going to be a modification of the practice we had last month, but we're getting into a space of moving these energy centers around in our bodies. So spread out those mats. You can put up your phones now. We've done our giving. We are now prepared to move through the practice. And we're going to do the practice, perform the practice. We're going to listen to our bodies. Then when we get to the final pose, which is Shavasana or corpse pose, where we're lying flat, we've reached the last energy center of our bodies. Then we're going to listen to an affirmation. And then we're going to come together for our closing song. What an awesome day today. So clear the floor, clear the mats. Let's get ourselves in a mindful position to begin to move through this practice. This practice is going to be absolutely awesome today. We want to remind you, as I move my podium out of the way, that yoga is not pain. If you are a first timer to yoga, it is not about pain. It is about practice. So if you reach a position that limits you and you can't go at a 90-degree angle, pause it, because this is yoga and this is yoga. Listen to your body. I appreciate everybody being in the space today. My knee, I tweaked my knee, so I'm listening to my body. So when I'm on my left side, I'm not going to be going all in because I tweaked my knee. Some of you may have tweaked your knee. I tweaked my knee, catching an alley-oop and dunking on some young boys. So I'm listening to my body. I lied, and only half of that is a lie. I'll let you determine which half of that was a lie. But either way, we're going to listen to our bodies, and we're going to get into this space. We're going to focus on the energy centers that are in our body. They're called the chakras. Say that at home and here. Chakra. Chakra is a Sanskrit word that means wheel. You know, in the New Age and hippie community, in Americanism, we kind of Americanized it and we say chakra. We use the SH, chakra. But, you know, if we're using traditional people's languages, we always want to make sure we respect indigenous people's languages. So that CH sound is ch in the language that it comes from in Sanskrit. So chakra, that energy of the wheel, that energy is the 7 centers of energy in the body. So during Libations, we talk about the 7 direction. That 7 powerful number of 7 is something very, very powerful for spirituality and for manifestation. So we're going to work through each one of these chakras from the root to the crown. So we're going to work through them together. So roll out your mat. Get your towel near you. Kamara, you probably take your jacket off, I think. You ought to be good. Yes, because you're going to need your space to move. It's going to warm up quick. Come to a comfortable position on your mat. Seated, of course. And as you are seated, cross your legs in traditional seated pose. Place your hands at heart center. And begin to just slow your breath down. Calm yourself in the stillness. Breathing in and out through your nose. This practice today, we're going to work to be mindful of breathing in and out through our nose. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. With each inhale being more full. With each exhale being more complete. Finding the stillness in our space, and everybody around us is still too. Stillness wherever we're practicing. From this place of stillness, I want you to set an intention for today. Set yourself an intention for the practice, for the movement. When I teach yoga, when I'm in an environment where we're marrying this as a moving meditation, I always say, people say, well, what intentions should I set? Well, that's up to you. And they say, well, what intentions do you set? My intentions are different. Sometimes I just want to get stronger on the mat. Sometimes I want to be present in this moment. Sometimes I want to clear my mind of things that are clouding them. Sometimes I want to embrace the right now. Whatever that intention is, I want to strengthen a particular pose and get deeper into it. Go ahead and set it right now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Place your hands there on top of your knees and rest them for a moment. Take a good look at the screen. Open them up. We're going to go to today's meditation. Today's meditation comes from Eckhart Tolle, one of our great spiritual leaders, authors. He reminds us that time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time, but the one point that is out of time, the now. That is precious indeed. The more you're focused on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is. Take a couple of deep breaths on that one. Awesome. Let's go. Deep inhale. Exhale right now, focusing on the now. Good. Come to all fours on your mat. And as you come to all fours, we want to make sure that we are squaring up in the space today. So as we are squaring up on all fours, we want to make sure that your hands, your wrists are directly, give me this one, Dan. I'm looking at, yeah. You're going to have to stay with me today. All of y'all, got my great tech crew with us today, and they're staying focused. I love it. All right, we're going to place our wrists directly under our shoulders. Good, so that we square that, and then our hips will be directly over our knees. Good. Spread your knees open about hips width distance so that they're not at the outer edges of the mat and that they're not together. Awesome. Let your back take a flat neutral position. So not curved over much under with the navel dropping toward the floor or with the back arched. Find a flat position as if I could set up a dinner on your back. That's why they call it table, right? So tabletop. Make that back flat. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Lift that navel in. Okay. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the crown of your head toward the floor and round your back like the cats do when you try to attack them. That's the cat position. All right, good. Take a big inhale, drop that navel toward the floor, raise that head and look toward the ceiling, arch that back. Good. That's that cow position. Take a deep inhale and exhale there in that position. Awesome. You're doing well. Now we're going to warm up that spine. Take a big inhale. On an exhale, go back to cat. Blow it all out. Lift that navel in. Round that back. Good. Drop that forehead toward the mat. Inhale. Reverse. Drop that navel. Lift that head. Good. Go through 3 rounds of that on your own. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving only as fast or as slow as your breath allows you. Inhaling up into cow, exhaling down, blowing it all out into cat. Just warming up that lower spine, warming up those shoulder blades, preparing ourselves for the space, focusing on the right now. And once you're finished, rest in all fours. Come back to even, come back to table. Good. Take a deep breath. Move your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Bring your two big toes together. Reach forward with the palms of your hand toward the front of your mat. Spread them out and then sit back on your heels. Child's pose. Great. Looking good. Child's pose now. We're breathing deeply in child's pose. We're making child's pose active. Let me tell you, especially first timers and old timers, whenever you're in child's pose in this space here, this is a position of rest. At any point during the practice, you can always rest in child's pose. If something gets a little too stressful, if the body is not warmed up, always rest in child's pose. You can take this position. We're also going to make sure that you're active in this position. So while you're in child's pose, pay attention to the breath coming into your body. Make sure that you're filling up that space underneath your arms, that space behind your shoulder blades, that space at your lower back. Go ahead and really breathe in. And then I want you to stretch those fingers forward. I want you to really spread those palms. I want you to press those palms into the mat. And even as you sit back even deeper on your heels, elongating that spine. Finding that space of stillness. Sitting back onto your heels. So the tension is created by reaching forward and yet sitting back. Some of you hear that have that little feeling that you get in the lower back, and it's like, yes. Child's pose. Couple of deep breaths here. This practice is going to move today. All right, before we get too rested, take a deep inhale in. Exhale. Move your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Tuck your toes. Press down with your arms into the mat. Lift yourself up by straightening your arms, straighten your legs into downward facing dog. Awesome. Downward facing dog, deep breath. We're going to create that pyramid by lifting those hips up. Good. Now come up on your tippy toes so we can get your downward facing dog right. Up on your tippy toes, bend your knees slightly. Good. Now as your knees are bent, arch your butt up even more. And now straighten your legs, lifting those kneecaps up towards your hips. Good. Dropping that head towards your knees and your thighs. Then lowering yourself back down onto your heels. You might make it all the way to your heels if you're an advanced yogi. If not, up on your tippy toes is still downward facing dog. It's all yoga. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Lift the crown of your head to look between your hands. Step, jump, or float forward to the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And just hang out in the forward fold. As you're hanging out in that forward fold, I'll give you some modifications for those of you who are needing that modification space. As you are in that modification space. Thank you. As we're in this modification space, you might modify by leaning over and holding a book or a block in a forward fold. You might modify by bending your knees in a forward fold. This is all yoga. Some of you who need a deeper bend, you may modify by standing on a book or a block to get more bend. Do what makes your body comfortable. Get into the space of a forward fold. Lift up a heel here and there, just so that you can start to warm up those hamstrings in the back of your legs. Sway a little bit from side to side, maybe. Loosening that tension in your spine. When we do a forward fold, we begin the fold with the lower back. So don't begin the fold with the shoulders. We're not doing a shoulder pop. We're doing a lower back bend. Excellent. Now find a space of stillness. Big inhale. Exhale, drop it a little deeper. Big inhale, come all the way to standing. Reach toward the ceiling. Palm of your hands together. Bring it to heart center. We're going to give 3 ohms together. Om is that guttural sound, the original sound of vibration from the universe. And it's going to say, Om. That's how we're going to do it. But we're going to fill our lungs, and then we're going to hold it as long as we can. Somebody next to you might hold it infinitely. You might hold it for just a few seconds. It doesn't matter, because what's for you is for you. We do not compare. In yoga, you compare only to your own potential. So deep breath in. Exhale on. Inhale. Inhale. And one breath here. Inhale and exhale. Hands to your sides. Find a pace of stillness, because this itself is a pose. This is the Tadasana pose. It is a root pose. So that root red energy that's coming in through your feet, sending you electrical charge from the ground all the way up through your body, having you stand taller. Roll your shoulders back and down. Send those fingers toward the floor. Find the stillness. And continue to breathe into this pose. That root energy is about power. It is about movement. It is about grounding. So let's enjoy that energy right now. Because next we're going to warm up the body with our sun salutations. And our sun salutations are going to be a series of poses. If you know yoga, you know them. If you don't know yoga, flow with us. We'll work them out as we go along. All right, hands to our sides. This is mountain pose. When we raise our hands, we go extended mountain pose. Remember what we said about forward folding and forward folding at the waist. Remember what we said about coming halfway up, making sure that your back is flat. Are y'all ready for it? Yes, we are. Give us a little more volume on the music, Daniel. It's to about 25%, 30%. Good. Give me 35%. Awesome. Thank you. Y'all staying on point. Let's salute the sun together, you all. Getting this energy into our space. I want you to see in your mind the color white. It is the color of the north. We're going to breathe that color in for our first salutation. Ready? Hands to the side. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it to a low plank or push-up position. Inhale, lower yourself down, come forward 2 inches, point those toes toward the back of the room, rest on the top of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back into a familiar position, downward facing dog. Good. Let's take 4 breaths here. Inhaling the neutral color of white, cleansing our lungs and our body. I know you feel the music, but Embrace the stillness. Last big inhale, exhale, blow it all out. Look between your hands, step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. From this forward fold position, after the exhale, see the color yellow. We're going in the direction of the east. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back to low plank, push-up position. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 4 breaths, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Advanced yogis, practice your ujjayi breath, that constricted seashell breath that you make the noise when you're exhaling. You know what to do. Last big breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Change the color to red, the direction of the south, the energy of the fire. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, come forward, upward facing dog. Really open that chest, look the crown toward the ceiling. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. 4 breaths here in the energy of red, the energy of the south on the Lakota medicine wheel. Feeling that energy now igniting you, lifting you, inspiring you, opening you up. Last big breath, exhale, blow it out, step between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the neutral color black. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, the color of the west on the Lakota tradition wheel. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 4 breaths. You're doing great. We're embracing this warm-up energy, saying hello to the sun, saluting this energy that comes and gives us strength, that modifies our body, that grows our body, that strengthens our body, that energizes our body. Last breath in, you got this. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sitting that butt down, raising up in the chair position. Keeping that butt down as if you're sitting in a chair, reaching forward slightly, tucking that chin, bringing those feet together and really driving the 4 corners of your feet into the mat, pressing those knees together. If you need more support, you can go hips distance. If you're stronger, you can drop it even further. Drop it like it's hot. Don't drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's slow. And hold it there. Good. Big inhale. Exhale back to the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now let's vinyasa or chaturanga, which is the process of going from inhaling and exhaling in upward facing dog to downward facing dog. So take a deep breath. Exhale, low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Step just your right foot forward. This is going to be warrior 1 on the right side. Before we do so, we want to make sure that you got warrior 1 in the right position. When that right foot is forward, do your best as your body allows to make sure that your knee is on top of your ankle. Your knee is directly on top of your ankle. Your back leg is straight. Back foot is pointed at a 45-degree angle. So not forward, not to the side in alignment with the edge of the mat, the back edge of the mat, but split the difference, 45 degrees. Square the shoulders, square the hips. Relax the shoulder blades down. Let the skin on the back of the shoulder blades descend toward the floor. Lift that kneecap on that back leg so that you can engage the quad. And once that's stable, lift the hands toward the ceiling, look between the hands and open the chest. Warrior one on the right side. Deep breath. Send the thumbs toward the back of the room. Now let's Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Exhale, blow it all out. Let's reverse it. Left foot forward. Go ahead, and for the sake of it, we're going to check in with our bodies in the same position. So the opposite side, yoga is about balance. And guess what? You're going to find that when you get yourself in position, that one side is going to have a little more flexibility. Or you might say, you know what? I need to take a wider stance on my left side. Or if you're like me, I tweak my knee so I can't go too deep into this pose today. However, there are some things that I can do. I can make sure that as I'm in this pose, that my knee is still over my ankle, because you don't want to go forward. That compromises your stability. You're going to injure yourself. Even this, a straight knee is a different position. That's more of a triangle pose. We want that balance. So whether you have a short stance like I have today, or you have a wider stance like I traditionally have, everything is the same. Everything is balanced. That back leg is still straight. You're driving the back edge of your foot. You're driving the side, that blade side, you're driving it into the mat as you're lifting the arch on that back leg, that back foot. You're lifting that kneecap to straighten the leg to engage the quad. You're rotating those hips so you're square. You're dropping those shoulders. You're opening the chest, and then you're reaching to the sky. Warrior one on the left side. It's awesome. We want to make sure that this position is great and that you know these positions, because now we're going to move through with the rest of the flow. Take a deep inhale. Send those thumbs toward the back of the room. Exhale, low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's move. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Warrior one, right side. Inhale, up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward, warrior one, left side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, warrior one, right side. Step forward, inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got this. Last time. Warrior one, left side. Inhale up. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Exhale. Take another deep breath in here. Don't compromise your stability. Find your stillness. Exhale, release. Down to child's pose. Send your knees toward the outer edges of the mat. Point your toes toward the back of the room. Sit back on your heels. Rest on the top of your feet. Reaching forward, and taking deep breaths. We're going to give us a mantra chant here. Raum. Take a deep breath in. Say it with me. Raum. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Raum. Activating that root chakra. The color is red. You're feeling that energy coming in from the root, from the base of your spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach forward, blow it all out. Press up into downward facing dog. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs, lift your hips, make that pyramid. Deep breath in. Exhale, blow it all out. Step, jump, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Time for our second root position. Root position is tree. We're going into tree position. Tree position, find something on the wall, something in front of you, something that is not moving, something that can give you stability. Shifting the weight onto your left side, lifting that right foot, turning it at a 90-degree angle with the toes facing outward so that the heel is pressed into the arch of your foot in the space just below your ankle. Lifting that heel up to press against the ankle, that is tree for many people. For advanced yogis, you can bring your foot up to your shin or to the inside of your shin or your calf, to your knee, to your thigh, or in the half lotus position. For those who have lotus, I don't have lotus in me today, but those of you who have lotus, you have it. So bring it into position, find the stillness, 90-degree angle, find something that is not moving. And when you have found that core stability, pressing that left foot into the mat, driving it into the mat, place those hands together at heart center for tree. Deep, filling breaths, because now this root energy is coming up from your lower body. And like a tree that's rooted by the water, we shall not be moved, shall we? And when we fall out of tree, guess what? We fall down, but we get up. That's what we do in yoga. We get back into the pose. If you're falling out of the pose, it means that you are attempting the pose. And if you are attempting the pose, it means that you are doing something. Snap. Spirituality nurturing what? Action. Action is proof. Take action to go back into it. Calmly feel that breath. If you're able, raise those hands to the branches of the tree out. Turn to one side. Turn to the other. Back to center. Big inhale, palms together. Exhale, release, and come out of the pose. As it's about balance, you're doing a great job. We're going to now shift the weight to the right side. Do the exact same thing. Come to the middle of your mat or the front of your mat. Really press that right foot into the mat. Really press it in. Really grind it in. Lift that kneecap and engage that quad. Turn that left foot. Put it into the position that you're going to for tree. Mine again is going to be lower because I tweaked my knee. I tweaked it dunking on a bunch of young boys with an alley-oop. One of those things is a lie, but Kamaria said, what if the tree is swaying from the storm? Well, guess what? Yeah, it might sway from the storm. See, when I thought about it, I fell out of it. See what happened? So good. Find that stillness, go into your tree position, and hold it. Inhaling, sending the branches up. Stillness tech crew. Sending to one side. Sending to center and to the other. Then coming back to center. Inhaling up, palms together, exhaling to release, and coming out of the pose. Good. Give yourself that congratulations as you come to the front of the mat as we keep it going. Good. We got that root energy now. We're going to move into a practice that allows us to now focus on the sacral energy. That sacral energy, that sacral root energy is not just the root at the bottom of your seat. That's the root. But that space where your pelvic area is, where your organs are, your reproductive organs are. You want to make sure that we keep them stimulated, we keep them healthy, we keep them alive, we keep them functional. So we're going to go into that sacral chakra space, that space of that reproductive area of creativity. Good. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep cleansing breath in downward facing dog. Exhale, blow it all out. Step forward. Warrior one on the right side. Take a big inhale. Good. Exhale, drop that left hand toward the back of the room. Drop that front palm toward the front of the room. Even those arms out. That's going to be warrior two. Opening the chest, looking out just over your middle finger. Good. From warrior two, we're going to turn that palm up on that front hand. Drop that left arm along that back leg. Lift up toward the sky. Warrior three. Reverse warrior. Warrior three is technically forward, so we're doing reverse warrior now. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Listen carefully. Straighten that front leg. Good. Now, turn that body so that your feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Good. We're actually facing to the side. Drop your hands to your hips. And now I want you to point those feet, those toes, at a 45-degree angle. How do we get to a 45-degree angle? It's simple. Look at the corners of your mat, the right and left corner. Point your feet in the direction of those corners. As we spread our legs, we see now that our hips open. We want to sit down into goddess pose. Make your adjustments. You may need to take a shorter stance or a wider stance. Goddess pose can also take you to the wall. So for those of you who need the wall for support, you can always do goddess pose against the wall to keep your back straight. How about that? You ever done the exercises where you squat and you hold it? That's a goddess pose. Find your position for goddess pose. Advanced yogis, you can come up on your toes. Hold your hands outward with an open palm. Place them on your thighs or place them at heart center. Goddess pose. Goddess pose, tech crew. Thank you. Y'all see my tech crew is kind of acting a little playful today, but we're getting them on point. Send them love. I know you're feeling it in the thighs. Yeah. Hashtag me too. We're in there. But we're only going to be here for a few more seconds. So push yourself to drop a little deeper if you can. Deep breath. Exhale, come back to standing. Let's go back to warrior two. Open chest. Pivot back to warrior one. And vinyasa. Exhale. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I love it. You got it. Big inhale here. Take an inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Now we know what to do. Inhale. Warrior 1 on the left side. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Exhale, Warrior 2. Turn to the right. Pivot, set your toes. Inhale, exhale down to the Goddess. The red root energy is now given over to the orange energy that is coming through, that is healing our reproductive organs, that is opening our bodies up to the physical and yet spiritual space of creativity. Don't give up on yourself. I'm not giving up on you. You got this. Even if you're not an advanced yogi, just standing in this position with a high squat is yoga too. Those who are advanced are taking it all the way down and lifting the toes. That's yoga too. It's all yoga. Love on yourself. Three more deep breaths here. Good. Back to Warrior 2. Back to Warrior 1. Vinyasa, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. You put some push-ups in there if you want to, if you're really glutton for it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale, come to your knees. From your knees, turn around to a sitting position. Got the sacral out of the way. Isn't that great? So what's next? The solar plexus. So our solar plexus position, I'm going to throw this to you in a minute, Kamaria. Our solar plexus. Come to a seated position. Bend your knees. Bring your feet towards your buttocks. Awesome. Give me this one up here, Daniel. Thank you. Awesome there. Reach back behind you as you bring your knees together. Take your hands backwards. Keep your back straight. And when you find a place where you can rest on the mat, remove your hands, sit forward, and if you're able, you can lift your feet toward the sky. Fight the urge to curve your shoulders forward. Keep your back straight, lifting from your core and balancing on those sit bones. And just above those sit bones where you have a little extra flesh. I don't have as much flesh as some other people have. So for me, I have to find a very sweet spot. That is the solar plexus position. You can have hand support, or for an extra challenge, spread your fingers and point them forward. For an even extra challenge, flex your toes and straighten your legs. If you have a strap or a towel and you want to feel that, place the strap around the balls of your feet. Same thing. Full extension position, bended knees position. Solar plexus. Good. Inhale. We're going to get 3 deep breaths in here, and we're going to find that position of stillness in this floor boat, in this boat position. Good. Y'all are hanging. I love it. I feel it. This solar plexus energy is the solar energy of the sun. So what color is it? Yellow. This energy just above your navel, right here in that ab area. All right, let's have a little bit of modification fun. Wherever that stillness position, go ahead and lean back, straighten those legs, and then come back up. Lean back, straighten those legs, and come back up. Lean back, straighten those legs, and come back up. Now drop them to the floor. Take a good 3 deep breaths there, y'all. Excellent. Feeling good? I am. Come on, let's come back to our knees. From all fours. Stand on your knees. What does that mean? Stand on your knees. We're going for the heart chakra now. We've done the root, we've done the sacral, we've done the solar plexus. Now we're going for the space of the heart. So I really want you to see and to feel this color green coming from this space now. Your feet behind you, you can either point your toes and rest on the top of your feet, or you can tuck your toes. I'm going to do a tuck today. Tucking your toes. We're going to reach back with our right hand and just touch our heel if we can. All right, good. Come back up to standing position on your knees. Reach back with the left and just touch the heel. Good. Come back up. This time we're going to reach back, and as we reach back, we're going to inhale and make a circle with our left hand. We're going to exhale, touch that left heel with the left hand, make a circle with our right hand. Inhale. Exhale and release on the back side. Touch that right heel with those right fingertips. Take a circle here. Inhale. As the hand drops, we exhale, switch sides. Left fingertip to the left heel. Inhaling up with the right. Warming up those shoulder blades, those deltoids. Reversing sides. And then when comfortable, either reaching back to touch both heels and opening the chest, lowering the head, the top of the head toward the back of the room. If you have that in your practice, if not, place your hands at your waist. Bring the insides of your elbows together. Relax the shoulders, and then look back toward the back of the room, opening up the heart to receive that love energy from the sky, but to also beam it out into the world. Good. Hold that position. Hold that stillness. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale that color green of the heart chakra. Making a commitment to shine your heart and to open your heart. Open your heart from the pains that it's faced. Open your heart from the freedom, or to the freedom, of living in the right now and not thinking about the past heartbreak and dwelling on it over much. What a gift. Big inhale. Exhale. Straighten the body back up and come to all fours. Awesome. Just make some hip circles while you're in all fours there, just to relax that lower back. Good. Now come to a seated position. From the seated position, we're now going to work on the throat chakra. Now that throat chakra is a different kind of chakra because it is an inverted position. That means we're going to do a shoulder stand. So the shoulder stand, we can rock ourselves into a shoulder stand, or we can go against the wall. We can also do legs against the wall. Yeah, I demonstrated it last month, but legs against the wall is simple. If we get into a position here, you can have them against the wall, or you can just have them in a space here. That is yoga. For those of you who are going further into a shoulder stand position, if you need support, you can support with your hands. Sister Kanitha is doing that over the shoulders against the heads, feet against the wall. That's great. You can support your legs in this position, however it is. And if you're into the advanced space or you feel you're ready, we can just take a gentle rock back and forth and take it into a shoulder stand. A shoulder stand is when we lift our bodies, we lift our hips, and we stack our hips on top of our shoulders. So pause if you need to, and we'll see how we do this. Elbows tucked in, hands placed at your lower back or above your hips, legs straight, toes pointed toward the sky. Legs can be straight. You can bring them down more to a plow position or near your ears for the egg bug position. But find that stillness space, Kamaria. Good. As we said, we're going to keep those legs straight. Come on. I'm going to help you because you're here in the space. Here. Place your hands there. Tuck your elbows in. Great. Chin tucked to your chest. Do not move your neck from side to side. Do not move your neck from side to side. We're not going to injure your spine. Let's see if we can get just 2 more deep breaths in this inverted position. That throat chakra is your ability to speak. As you speak your truth in the right now, we want you to embrace the breath. Awesome. Big inhale here. Extend into that position just a little bit more. Exhale, release to come out of the position. Excellent. Lower yourself all the way to the floor. Come back to a seated position. Stretch it out. Back to a traditional seated position or full loaded position. Excellent. Palms open. Placed on your thighs. Now, this is an actual position. It's called easy pose. For some who can do lotus and interweave your legs or your feet, that's great too. Half lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. This is the space of breathing, meditation. You want to take a simple hand position here. The OK sign. Place your palms, the back of your hands on top of your knees with the palms facing upward. And I want you to now focus your energy on this space right between your eyebrows. That's your third eye. I want you to see that wonderful color of indigo blue and breathe in as if you're breathing in and out through that space between your eyebrows. Close your eyes. Inhaling that wonderful indigo blue. Inhaling it as it is transitioning into violet. Moving closer to that quasi space of purple. Find the stillness and the presence of the right now. The third eye is a space of listening to what Spirit says during your manifestation here on earth. It is a space of divine purpose. With the eyes closed, we tune in, we listen. We begin to listen to the energy that is in our pineal gland, that energy that is activated between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. when serotonin and melatonin are secreted in your brain. It's the reason why when people in high profile and high power jobs have a big decision to make, they train themselves to say, let me sleep on it. Revelation comes in the space of our dreams when we tap into the third eye, that physical gland, but also that physiological and spiritual gland that connects us, that centers us. This is our moment to tune within. Another filling inhale here. Exhale to release. Blink those eyes open. Find the middle of the mat, then lie back. Legs forward. Hands to your sides. Palms facing up. Bring your feet together. Toes pointing toward the ceiling. Now drop those toes toward the outer edges of the mat. Relax. You have found the last pose, which is Shavasana, but the Shavasana pose is an active pose as well because it is the pose of the crown chakra. It is that delightful purple energy. It is that delightful purple-white energy. It is that delightful energy where the spirit consumes you. You are operating beyond the body, baby. You are now in the space where the spirit flow is there. So enjoy it, embrace it. During this moment, I am going to smudge those who are present with Palo Santo incense. I'm going to turn the lights down slightly. For those of you who are at home, just embrace the energy. Hear in your spirit the affirmations for today. I am complete. I am healthy. I am strong. I am no longer distracted by circumstance. Instead, I live in the right now. I release any need to focus on things I can no longer control. I embrace and walk in my divine purpose right now. I look at the portrait that is my life, and I am grateful for family, friends, community, and most importantly, you, Great Spirit, divine creation, for guiding me always into a space of alignment, for sending me people when I need them to support and pour into me, for sending me unlimited resources for my life, for sending me love, for sending me gifts. I embrace all of this in the right now. And as I rise from this place, I go forth walking in divine light, proudly showcasing that I am made in your image and likeness. Divine love, divine power, divine beauty. And so it is. So it shall be. As we now begin to come back into the space, the conscious space now from Shavasana, we invite you to wiggle your toes a little bit, wiggle your fingers a little bit, remind yourself that you are in the conscious space. Sometimes people get into Shavasana and they say, I hadn't rested this well in forever. Guess what? You can do this practice and get to this point where this entire year of attainment, we're moving into this practice space where you can do this regularly. Roll over to one side and just enjoy the breath. And then press yourself up to a seated position. And from that seated position, go ahead and place your hands at heart center. Giving thanks in this moment for this divine space. Giving thanks for you in this divine space. Congratulating yourself for a moving meditation on the right now. Breathing in, knowing that you have this within you. Each and every single day, you have the power to reset your vibration. You have the power to reset your frequency. You have the power to not see circumstance, but to see vision and to act on vision. And vision changes circumstances. Circumstances don't change vision. And so it is in this spirit that I celebrate you, that we celebrate you, that we congratulate one another. And that we recognize that the divinity in me exists in the opposite person. And the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. We utilize the Sanskrit word and say it together. Namaste. Turn to someone in your family, someone near you, and just bow to them. Give them a little namaste nod. Say thanks for the practice today. What an awesome Yoga Sunday, y'all. Listen, man, if you got in Shavasana and said, I like this, when Yoga Sunday's over, just get back down in Shavasana. Lay down, get yourself 15, 20 minutes, get yourself some time, put your music on, put your candles on, put your incense on, put your stones on, whatever you got. Listen, take Sunday to do spiritual practice. Spiritual practice is about consistent ritual. We went over daily ritual last week, but the beautiful thing about Sunday is a community ritual. I cannot wait to see you all in person again. That's going to be April 17th. Mark your calendar. We're going to be here at the Infinity Center. We're going to have some extra space for some of your parking, so you better get here early. And in the meantime, we got some great announcements to make for you and with you, including new members, orientation that's coming up for all of our new members who have joined all over the internet. We got a great series of classes coming up, in ancient wisdom classes for you. So great to see you. Before you leave, say hello. Let us know how you enjoyed the practice. It's great now. You can pick up your phone. You can tell your friends. You can tag people in this practice. In YouTube, you can subscribe. In Facebook, you can like, and you can hit the button and say, hey, Jim, John, Lisa, you got to do this practice today. You got to do this Yoga Sunday ritual because it's going to light you up, mind, body, and spirit. I expect to hear from many of you this week. I expect to hear not only that you might be a little sore, but that some revelation came to you tonight and you wrote it in your journal. Something was shared in today's service that blessed you in a powerful way. Our affirmation is our prayer in Shavasana on Yoga Sunday. But know that I speak this love into your heart going forward for what you need. Next week, Spirit Sunday. We're right back here with the Voices of Infinity. We got it going again. Let me give a pound to my compatriots in that. Sister Kanitha, Sister Kamaria, you did a great job. Back on the wheels of steel when controlling our audio and sound, Daniel, Carr, we got Kai Carr, and then we got the entire crew, including my yard man who showed up right on time. He actually showed up a little early, and I was like, we were doing meditation today, so we're going to see you at noon. But thank God for yard men. Okay, y'all, we speak good into your life today. And we speak in this moment of affirmation as we pause right now. We speak that the good in your life will be recognized in this moment. And God, we thank you for this opportunity to have this fellowship. We thank you for this community that is growing. We thank you for this community that is operating in real love. We thank you for the real experience. We thank you for community. We thank you so much for today and for Yoga Sunday. Thank you for the innovation, for the vision to do a Yoga Sunday. Thank you for many who have embraced it. Some people out there, this is their first time getting on a mat, and they didn't know that yoga was about alignment. We thank you for that alignment today. As we move forward in the year of attainment, we speak that there are open doors and open paths for those who are hearing my voice right now, and that they will move through those doors and they will step onto those pathways boldly, knowing that they are operating in a love vibration, and that we can do all things except fail because you are with us all the time. We acknowledge this standing on the shoulders of those who have come before and committing to be a light in the world, to light up the room when people are gathered. We want to bring the light, bring the light, bring the light. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Oh, it's going to be in there, man. It's going to be in there. Okay, great, man. Great to see y'all. Look, I see you, Vaughn. I see you, Tashana. I see you, everybody. I see you, Ashley. We see you, Jay Hill. We see you, Earl. We see you, man. I'm seeing everybody now because I'm back into reality. Hey, man, I see all of y'all. Look, mark your calendar next week. I'll tell you what I want you to do. Next week, especially if you're out of town, gather some like-minded friends and tell them, I want you to come over for First Sunday at Infinity Fellowship. We're going to watch it on my big screen on YouTube or Facebook at my house. You're going to come over. I'm going to make you a cup of coffee, and we're going to have some brunch afterwards. So, look, I want everybody, wherever you are in the world, invite one or two friends over, people you like, you trust in your house. Watch Infinity next week, cook some brunch for them, and then send us a picture of what you're doing wherever you are with your people. And we're going to use that in the grand opening. We've been collecting pictures of people watching Infinity, and it's been great. And we're just going to have a montage on opening Sunday. So you're with us. We're all together. Look, man, I miss y'all. I love y'all. And that's a fact you cannot change. So I speak in this moment that the love of God, the peace of the ancestors, the power of the cosmos, rest, rule, rock, and abide with you from this moment, henceforth, now and forever. Let us all say the words together that come on the screen. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right. And so it is. Till I speak to you again, this has been Rev Jeff Obafemi Carr, the entire Affinity Fellowship family, reminding you it's good to get information in. When information comes in, it becomes knowledge. But when you take that knowledge and you put it into action, that's when it becomes wisdom. Y'all be wise. Love you. It's a fact you can't change. See you next week. Peace and power.